or what does this book have to do with selling real estate? The answer is nothing. It doesn't have anything to do with selling real estate. Nothing. Let me tell you. This book tells us how to sell real estate and build a business. This book. But that book, nothing. However, everything that you guys said is absolutely right. The steps to selling real estate is not in here, but what it does do is it teaches you how to have a mindset to be in this business long term and understand truly, Abigail, as you said, it's not about us, it's about the impact on others. And when it's about the impact on others, we will continue to push and not get burned out, right? So guys, here's the thing. The reason that we're reading this book is because I don't have my just cause figured out. I don't. I've got my why figured out, and we're going to talk about what the differences of in a minute, but I don't have my just cause figured out. But here's what I do know. I know that I spent many years. And those of you that are new in the business, you're not going to get this yet. But I spent many years toiling at this business and getting burned out and going to different levels of burnout and then wanting to do something else, and then different levels of burnout and wanting to do something else. Mm-hmm. Heck, the last 2 years of my life, I've spent in infinite levels of burnout, or different levels of burnout, not infinite, right? Because I still haven't figured this just cause piece out. And so my goal is to help real estate professionals not only sell real estate, because guys, let's face it, you can get on James Shaw's call. You can go to trainings in your market centers. You can Google it on Google. You can Google how to sell real estate, and you're going to get, you need to farm, you need to cold call, you need to door knock, you need to, what else? You need to call your database. You need to put them on a drip. You need to follow up. Guys, you don't need me to tell you that. But who is speaking into your mind about how to build a real estate business and why you're doing it? Right now, it just might be, Nick, to put money in your bank account. You just got out of college. It might be just, right now, Becky, I could care less about the infinite game. I'm looking at 30 days and the check that's coming in. There's nothing wrong with that mindset either. Because we do need to have certain goals because we need to eat. And at the same time, if you don't take a moment to sit and think about what this means for you long term, when the business ebbs, you will ebb with it. Ask anyone who was in the real estate business in 2007 and was working a 9-to-5 job in 2009. So if you've gotten in real estate in the last 4 years, you've never experienced the ebb of real estate. And so this book, and I'm not saying this book is right, okay? I'm not saying that. But what I am saying is that when we have a cause, when we have something bigger than ourselves to get up every day and focus on, rather than the next deal, the next inspection, the next cold call, or whatever it is, it will pull you through. It will pull you through. So I'm going to just read something right here. To lead in the infinite game, this is what Simon Sinek says. To lead in the infinite game, you must be crystal clear on your just cause. And here's what he says a just cause is, and you guys can write this down. A just cause is a specific vision of a future state which does not yet exist. A specific vision of a future state which does not yet exist. It inspires sacrifice. It's a calling that others want to be a part of, to support, to engage in, to help improve. It's bigger. You don't have to write all this down, but it's bigger than the services we offer. The services we offer are the things we use to advance a just cause. All right. So He also talks about your why, your big why. And Simon Sinek has a book called What's My Why, or Find Your Why, or whatever it is. It's a great book. But your why is what? For those of you who have read this book, what is the why versus the just cause? All right, I'll tell you. The why is the origin story. It belongs to us and is fixed, and it's the past that has shaped us. So when you say, what's my big why? It's the past. Your just cause is what you hope to impact in the future. So imagine this. Imagine this. Imagine that you have a business, a real estate business, with a just cause that is so inspiring to people that they want to do business with you just because of that just cause. This is really big thinking. This is how CEOs of companies think. How many of you are the CEO of your own company? Raise your hand. Raise your hand. How many of you are a real estate agent? Don't raise your hand. You're a real estate agent because that's what your license say, and that's what you do. But you are the author of your own destiny. You're not, and what I'm talking to you now about, guys, is getting you is not an employee mindset. It is an owner of a company mindset. It's how Steve Jobs, it's how Simon Sinek, it's how Gary Keller, it's how these infinite, bright, big-minded leaders lead their companies to be worldwide. So you are the CEO of your company, and your customers are your clients and people that you work with that are going to be working within your company to you're going to sell real estate for. That's your client. I'm sorry, your clients that are working in your company, but your clients is who you're providing your service to. So what would your business look like if you had branding, a statement, and everything that you put out there in social media and on your advertising was regarding a bigger cause than just selling real estate and helping you get the highest and best price for your home? I mean, let's face it, you'd have to be an idiot in real estate right now not to help somebody to get the highest and best price. What does that matter? Who cares? When I see that, I'm like, who cares? That worked in 2010 when people were in foreclosure, right? But who's going to show up in days when interest rates go up, and who's going to show up to give you their home, their biggest asset to sell? They're going to trust you with it when the market is very volatile and very unknown. Who's going to do that unless you have something that they really believe in about you? So the reason I'm asking you to read this book is because everything that Renee, Abigail, Terry, Joanne, all the things that you guys are saying is true. I'm asking you to read this book because real estate is an infinite game. And it's an infinite game with finite little games in the middle. But this is for you. What is it that is going to be your just cause rally cry that people are going to be drawn to? Because let's face it, when you are a CEO and you have a CEO mindset, you're going to naturally build a big business. And then you're going to need what? People to do what? What, Terry? When you build a big business?
Well, you're looking for the leverage and the people to help support your big vision.
That's right. I remember when Terry was just a single agent, and now he has several agents that are stakeholders in his company of Light Realty. How many agents do you have now, Terry?
3.
3 stakeholders in the company and a director of operations. So when you get that big, Nick, Rosamond, Renee, Abigail, when you get to that state where you need others in your world, Joanne, to help you, what is your just cause that you're rallying around? And what is your why? And it's got to be bigger than just selling real estate, because if it's not, they're going to leave you and go do what they want to do. And so will your customers. So will your customers. So what are you doing to surprise and delight your customers, and making sure that they sacrifice to make sure that you get business? All right, I want to hear your thoughts about this, because it's deep. It's deep stuff, but it's work that has to be done. Look at that little nugget walking around back there. He's so cute.
So, Becky, we're kind of playing around, because going through the just cause, and then once you start getting into chapter 3, it discusses what a just cause is not. But we're playing around on our team is enriching the lives of others all around us through the professional practice of real estate.
Enriching the lives of others all around us by what?
Through the professional practice of real estate.
Through the professional practice of real estate. Okay, so from that, I would ask, when a consumer reads that, what does that mean to them?
And that's where we're stuck.
Yep. So just keep asking yourself questions about, what do you want that to say? What does it mean to them? I would go back to Simon Sinek's Just Cause and listen to Simon Sinek's Just Cause in this chapter, because it really is crystal clear on what he's talking about to move forward, so that when people hear it, they understand how it's going to impact them. They understand how they're going to support you guys, and you're going to carry them with you in this. So I would think a little bit, some of the things I might give you is think a little bit about being a generational real estate agent for life. What does that mean? Helping your consumers build wealth through real estate, through their investment, through the equity of their investment, right? That's how it impacts them. That's how it can rally around you. There's another way you can do a just cause statement too. I've seen where some real estate companies or teams, they actually rally around a nonprofit, and they give a certain percentage of every commission to a nonprofit. And it inspires people to support them over someone else, because they understand that that cause impacts the world at a greater level. Does that make sense, guys? Okay, the reason we're doing this is because in November, I don't know about other companies, but Keller Williams starts business planning in November. Actually, October. It starts in October, but it goes into November. And so if you are planning your business, which I hope that you are, you're planning for 2022. I said 2023 the other day, 2022. I would also encourage you to build your mission statement, your vision statement, and understand why you're doing this business, and for others to understand what it is you're putting a stake in the ground for. What it is you're putting a stake in the ground for. This call is called Limitless for a reason. And the reason it's called Limitless is because it's supposed to encourage you and challenge your thinking. And if you're playing in real estate as a finite game, just to close this deal and to close this deal and to close this deal, that's going to work for you for a while. It is. It may work for you for years. And at some point, it will not work for you anymore. And no one succeeds alone. And so at this point, I would encourage you to start thinking about the next 20, 30 years. If you've got 20, 30, 40 years left in this business, let's say you're doing real estate because the bigger picture for you is you also want to be an investor, and you also want to flip homes, and you also want to build wealth. Well, real estate might be a small part of that huge vision. So if real estate is the mechanism by which you are going to move in these other directions, what are you going to do with that? Who are you going to impact with that? Is it just you? That's fine. And yet you have the opportunity to do so much more. you have the opportunity to do so much more. And that's what I've learned in Keller Williams. When I started with Keller Williams back in 2010, 12, I had already been in real estate since 1997. And it was all about me and my bank account and closing deals and moving on and how much money I could make at the end of the year and how many homes I could sell until I joined Keller Williams. And Keller Williams taught me that you make $1 million and you give $1 million. You make $1 million and you give $1 million. Take others along with you. It's more than just selling real estate. It's more than just selling real estate. Okay. Guys, thank you so much for being on the call. I appreciate you. Please give this some thought. We're going to continue on with this on Monday. Monday, we're going to dig into what piece of this? On Monday, we're going to dig into the next chapter of what a just cause is not, what a just cause statement is not. And I'm going to be sending you guys for sale by owner scripts. Yes, Nick, you're going to get some for sale by owner scripts. I'm going to send you for sale by owner scripts, and we're going to, on Tuesday and Wednesday, we're going to start practicing for sale by owners. Okay. And then I'm also going to give you door knocking scripts, and we're going to practice those. Okay. You guys ready?
Yes.
All right.
You.
Go to work. It's
Bye.
time to go to work. Bye.
Thank you. Bye, guys.
Bye. Bye.